Okay. What do we need anything?
So if you have mini bands, you can grab those. And if you don't have mini bands, you can grab dumbbells to add resistance as well.
Oh, I do have mini bands.
Crazy workout.
Just try these.
All right, cool. All right. Welcome everybody. Let's get everything started. Instagram, Zoom. All right. Hi guys. Welcome. We are going to get started here. So today's workout is lower body focused. We're going to do basically lower body and abs. If you have a mini band like this, definitely grab it. If you don't have a mini band, that's fine. You can still do all these movements. And if you want to also have weights or dumbbells, you can grab them as well. So lots of options to make this challenging. So if you have a mini band, grab it. If you have dumbbells, grab it. If you have no equipment, that's also fine. We will get started with lower body and abs. If you're on Zoom, remember to mute your microphone. If you're on Instagram Live, do what you gotta do. And if anybody needs me, write in the chat box and I will try to catch your comment. Or you can just wave really emphatically and I'll get my attention. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with our warm up, everybody. So we got about 3.5 minutes to get warmed up. If you're wearing a device and you want to track your workout, don't forget to hit start. We are going to just take a nice deep breath in, everybody. Let's get those arms overhead. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let's pull those elbows down. Make a big W with your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And release those arms. Shake them out a few times. Let's hit that again. We're going inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull those elbows wide, push your heart forward, lift your chin. And now drop the arms, shake the shoulders out. Good, this time we're gonna reach all the way up. Inhale. On that exhale, let's swan dive and drop the hands to the ground. Walk yourself out into a plank. And hold here for a second, push those heels away, feel your body get really long. And now let's bring that right foot up towards the right hand into a lunge. Hold here, feel the hips open up in this runner's lunge. Take deep breaths, and now let's reach that right hand up to the sky. Turn and look at that thumb. Big deep breaths. Good, drop the hand. Foot goes back. Let's bring that left foot up towards the left hands. Oh, hips open up. soft here. And now let's get that left hand up to the sky. Big deep breath. And take the hand back to the ground. Both feet together. Now let's walk our hands towards our feet. Come all the way up to stand. And arms overhead. Good. We're going to do a few toy soldiers here so we can start. We don't have to go super high. Just going to start keeping that leg long up, opposite hand to opposite shin, and starting to feel the backs of the legs get a little bit longer. As you get a little bit more dynamic, you can start to pick the leg up higher. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's turn this into butt kicks. So either walking or jogging. We're getting those heels up. Flick the heel up, flick the heel up. Get a little stretch on the front of the thighs. Relax your shoulders here. Start to engage those abs. Big deep breath. Good. Let's stand with those feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to take a hip circle. So bring that knee in and out. Make a big circle. Get those loose hips. Whew, that feels good. Awesome. Go one more on each side. Beautiful. Let's take a few easy squats. I want you to take your feet a little bit wide here, a little wider than shoulders. And we're just going to drop down, raise the arms up, and then squeeze, stand all the way. So we drop down, booty back, slowly raise up, squeeze those inner thighs together, really exaggerate that squat. Let's do 2 more. Drop down, arms up, lead with those arms chest high. 1 more, booty back, raise it up, and stand and release. All right. So if you have a band, you have a mini band, we're going to put it on for basically our first 3 sets of work. So if you have one of these mini bands, we're going to take it. If it's closer to your feet, the harder it's going to be. So your mini band will have more tension if it's down, kind of at the midpoint of your shins. You want it to be a little easier, so you can take it just above your kneecaps. So if you have a band, you can put it on. Another way to make all of these movements more challenging, if you have a dumbbell, you're just going to hold on to that dumbbell, add resistance that way. Again, if you don't have any of that stuff, this is still going to be a great workout to worry about. So we're going to get that band on, and we're starting with side-to-side lateral steps. So I want you to drop low into a deep squat, and we're going to step forward. Make sure those feet remain parallel. Take a big step. We're going side to side, never standing all the way up for a full 60 seconds. Here we go in 3, in 2, in 1, and we are off. Drop the booty, drive those legs apart. We're going to warm up the outsides of the thighs. Good, make sure that your weight is kind of in the midfoot and the heel. We don't want to be up on our tippy toes here. Keep your shoulders wide. Try to let your gaze kind of come forward. You don't have to look at your phone. Ooh, yes. It's one of my favorite warm-ups. I do this really almost every time I'm going to do any kind of strength exercise for my legs, or even if I'm going to run. These lateral steps are one of my favorite ways to get all of those muscles active. You have another 15 seconds. We're going to try and keep that booty low, keep those legs driving far. That's right, keep breathing. And 3, 2, 1, stand up. Good. So if you've got that mini band on, we're keeping it on the whole step. Coming down onto your belly. So we're going to go Superman lift and lower. Go nice and slow. We're going to warm up the back of that body for a full 60 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Arms out, heels up, and down. Everything raise and down. If you have that mini band on, you're going to try and keep your legs from collapsing inward to each other. So those glute means the outside of those glutes are having to work super hard to keep your legs from coming in towards each other. Really think about lifting yourself up off the ground. Freeze. Lower slowly and then come right back up. Try not to rest on the ground. We are gonna feel a lot of glute work today. Lots of booty work. You have another 10 seconds. Awesome. Keep raising those arms and legs. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Again, if you have that band, it's going to stay exactly where it is. We're going to come onto a forearm plank. And the final move in this set, we're going to alternatingly lift one heel up and then the other heel up. So abs and glutes together. We have a full 60 seconds here. You're in a forearm plank, alternatingly lift one foot off the ground and the other. Here we go. Up, up. So when you lift your heel, try not to let your torso shift or change, right? You're just squeezing those hips, squeezing your booty to get that heel to come up off the ground. Good, find that breath. Experiment when you're in these planks. Try not to take your hands together. I want your hands apart. So you're really forcing your abs to do the holding. We're not going to squeeze those hands together. We have a big rest coming up in about 9 seconds, everybody. And 3, 2, 1, and recover. Oh, good work. That is set 1. We have 30 seconds to grab some water, and then we're going to do it all over again, so you can keep that band where it is. Let's see who's in the house. What's up, Derek? Oh, hi, guys. So good to see you, Ash. All right, so we're going to repeat that from the top, starting with our lateral steps. If you want to make this harder, remember, you can always grab a dumbbell. We're going to drop the hips. Feet are parallel, and like start to step side to side. Here we go. Step apart, step together, glutes active. So we want to keep those knees tracking over that second toe. You can take a quick glance down, make sure your feet are parallel. You're not starting to shift those feet diagonally. Good. Chin parallel with the ground, eyes are gazing forward. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Keep it up, keep it up. We got another 10 seconds. Can we get lower? Yes, we can. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. Gonna drop that weight to the ground. Supermans. Remember, think about raise, hold, lower, and come right back up. Really strong squeeze. In 3, 2, 1, and we Superman. Up, lower, come right back up. Keep your legs driving apart. We're using that band so that we don't let the legs collapse. Woo. Think about pulling your shoulders away from your ears as you come up, but keep the chest wide. So really reaching and making our bodies really big and long. Oh, yes, yes. These are your last 15 seconds of super woman's. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, guys. All right, we're into that forearm plank now. And we're going to alternatingly lift one heel at a time. Down on your elbows. And let's start to lift those heels. Squeeze the glute, lift, and switch sides. Keep your body long. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Let those elbows stay wide on your mat. Nice job, Kim. We're really digging into these lower abs here. As you get tired, you might notice that you start to shift yourself way forward or way back. Don't get scared. Stack your shoulders right over your elbows. Hold your ground here. Use that resistance. You got it, guys. 12 seconds. Breathe through it in 4, in 3, in 2, and rest. Oh, yes. Very nice work. We're going to take that 30-second recovery now. If you want water, it's a good time to grab it. So I often don't tell Miles what we're doing for the workout until the morning of. And yesterday he did a really crazy leg workout on his own. So when I told him that today we were doing lower body, he was, yeah, you're on your own, sister. So that's why you're getting solo me. All right, so we're gonna keep that band on if you have it. You can also, again, just add resistance by holding that dumbbell. We're gonna go clock taps. So sit your butt down. We're gonna imagine we're in the center of a clock. And with one leg, I want you to go 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock. We're gonna keep your butt down, your hips even the whole time. Halfway through, I'll tell you to switch sides, all right? So we're gonna sink those hips down. Put all the weight onto one leg. And now with that free leg, we're going 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, continuously on that side for 30 seconds. Here we go. Yes. So the band's gonna try and drag your body with it. I want you to really sink deep into your standing leg. Feel that resistance and stay really steady. Beautiful. We switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Immediately switching sides here. Push that foot forward. Stay low. Your body might start to get a little taller as you get more tired. We're gonna stay nice and low. Good. Remember, you can hold that weight. That's gonna make this more challenging. We're using that single leg work here. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, movement number 2. If you're wearing that band, we have feet shoulder width apart. We're doing pause, jump spots. So pause here, explode up, pause here. Explode up, pause here. I want you to hold at the bottom of that jump spot for about 3 seconds each time. Let's get started. We've got a full minute here. Shake it out if you need a break. In 3, 2, 1. Go low. 3, 2, 1. Explode. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Explode. 3, 2, 1. Explode. As you come into that jump spot, keep your knees away from each other. Count your own time. Ooh, yes. The hold at the bottom. We are driving and keeping those knees nice and apart. You are not pushing your weight over your toes. Keep your booty back. If at any point you need a break, just take it out, clap it out. You got another 20 seconds. Abs tight. Woo, yes. Here we go, here we go. Yes. This is a burner. We get to lay down after this, I swear. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Oh, that's just me. All right, down on the ground. Movement number 3 in our set. We're going glute bridges. You know the deal. We lay down. We push our weight into our heels. Head rests on the mat. Squeeze up. Lower down. If you have a band, the whole time you're coming down and up, I want you to drive your knees and your legs apart. We want to stay active in the outsides of our butt. Think about squeezing your butt as hard as you possibly can. For these glute exercises, the mind-muscle connection is super important. So you really actively have to think, like as if, I know this is terrible, there's a piece of paper You are trying to grab with your booty cheeks. I need you to squeeze as hard as you possibly can on the way up and stay engaged on the way down. That is gonna really engage. You gotta think about it. The brain is involved here. We have 10 seconds. Oh, this break is gonna be so well deserved. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Holy cow. We have 30 seconds to recover here. Very nice job, y'all. Oy. All right. What's up, friends? Okay. So we're going back to your clock taps. If you want to add that dumbbell, it's a nice way to add intensity. Take a big deep breath in, stand up. Exhale, drop your butt. All the weight on one leg, and let's tap it out. We go 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock. One leg for 30 seconds. Let's go. Yes, yes. You can occasionally glance down at your knee on a standing leg. The idea is that we're using all of our stabilizing muscles to keep that knee really, really steady. Even though it's getting tugged on in all these different directions, I want you to keep your knee and hip stable. We're switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Immediately switch sides. So I'm watching that knee. This is my injured side. So I'm really trying to use all these muscles to keep the knee steady. So that when we run and we land weird, we've already tuned up those muscles that keep the knee in the exact place we need it to be. Give me 10 more seconds. Keep reaching, keep reaching. My 3 o'clock is getting a little smaller. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job, y'all. All right, next up, we're going into your pause jump squats. Roll the shoulders back, sink down low. We hold 3 seconds at the bottom of each time. Let's go in 3, 2, 1. We hold, 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 explode. Hold, 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 explode. Count your own. You don't have to follow me. I just want you to drop and hold and then pop up. Push your hips forward as you jump. Get yourself tall. Woo! You got 30 seconds left. Notice if you're using one leg more than the other. See if you can even things out. That's it, Kim. So good. You guys are amazing. Yes, Jillian, birthday girl. We got 9 seconds. That's right around to 4, 3, 2, 1. Recover. Oh, yes. Take it to the ground. We're finishing up this set into your glute bridges. All right, let's connect. Think about that squeeze on the way up. In 3, 2, 1, squeeze. And lower, engage. Squeeze hard, lower slow. Squeeze hard, explode up, lower down with control. Good, good. You can always take a quick glance down at your hips. If one of my legs is starting to get tired, if one of my glutes is not really working anymore, I'll notice that that hip is drooping. So do a quick check. Make sure that both hip bones are all the way up. Yes, yes, keep breathing. Last 5 seconds. And 3, and 2, and 1, rest. Whew. So good. All right, so we got one more set that we're gonna use that band for. If you have a band, keep it on. And then we're gonna do the final 2 sets. The final 3 sets, we don't need any bands. Take your water now. All right. So, here's what it looks like. We're gonna stand up. And we're going into a squat. And then a wide squat. Step together, squat. Step out to the side, squat. So we're going one to each side. Constant movement. And as you drop down into that step, make sure that those knees stay tracking. We don't want to let those knees collapse inwards, all right? We've got a full 60 seconds here. You're welcome to add a dumbbell in your arms if you want to make this a little more challenging. We're going to start with our feet just at shoulder width. Here we go. 1 and 1. Squat to the center. Step out, squat wide. Back to the center. Other side, step wide. Down in the middle. Step out wide. Down in the middle. Yes. Now this band is reminding us to drive those knees nice and wide. We're tracking those knees right over our toes. Keep your abs tight so that we don't flare that lower back out. Oh my gosh. My legs, and specifically my glutes, are gonna really be talking to me tomorrow. I can see that. I can feel that right now. We got another 10 seconds. And 3, and 2, and rest. Holy cow. All right, movement number 2. If you can't quite see me, just give me your eyes real quick. So we're gonna take that band just over your knees. We're gonna do a full 60 seconds here. This is clam. So our feet stay together, your knees drive apart. If you need to take this up, if you wanna make this more challenging, you're gonna be on this elbow, and it's like a side plank combined with a clam. You go up onto your elbow as you drive your knees apart. That definitely makes it more challenging. We have a full 60 seconds here, so play with both versions. Again, no band, no problem, you're still doing this movement. Here we go, guys. Feet together, feet stacked. We're gonna drive our knees apart. Depending on how much resistance you have on that band, this might feel really hard or really easy. Probably doesn't feel really easy, actually. If you want to try that harder version, you're going to prop yourself onto your elbow. Keep your feet on the floor. And now pull your knees apart as you lift your hips up. So you get a lot more squeeze in that bottom glute medius, and the abs and obliques are getting way involved here. You're gonna feel like you're almost squeezing your butt and hips forward as you come up. You got another 10 seconds, whatever version feels good. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, almost there. 3, 2, and beautiful. Switch sides. The fun part, in case you were wondering what the fun part was, switch the other side, stack your body, feet together, knees come apart. The fun part's gonna be when we have completely exhausted these glute meats, like we're doing right now with the clam. And then we get back on our feet and we do those side step squats after this. Oh, that is gonna be the fun part. Oh, baby. All right. Experiment, see how it feels to give me that hip raise, abduction. Hips come up at the same time as you drive those knees apart. We're really squeezing the glutes. You're really pushing down into that leg that's planted on the ground. Shoulder is strong and away from your ears. Yes, Sophia. So glad that you guys are here, Veronica. We got another 10 seconds. Stay with us, Tanya. This one's a burner. And 3, 2, 1, recover. Oh, yeah. Back on our feet. My friends, this is our final banded movement of our workout. You got another 20 seconds to recover. Okay. Here we go. Roll the shoulders back. Engage the abs. If you want to wait, grab it. Side step squats in 3, 2, 1. Down in the center, stand up. Out wide, step together, and wide. Good. As you step into that side step spot, your body, your torso is still dropping down directly in the center. Control. You don't have to go fast. We want maximum engagement. So keep your muscles under tension for a long time. Whew. Yeah. Oh, man. The nonprofit that I do a bunch of work with, Girls on the Run, has our virtual 5K this weekend. And this morning I had the thought, I wonder if doing this crazy leg workout on Thursday can get in the way of me trying to run a 5K on Saturday. And now I'm starting to think, yeah, it's definitely gonna get in the way of that. 3, 2, 1, recover. So good. All right, take it to the ground. As you get set up here, bring your elbow and shoulder in line with your hips, in line with your heels. Everything lined up there. And now we start to abduct or lift that leg away from the floor. So the hardest part of this motion is at the top. The easiest part is when your legs are together. So spend more time in that top range than in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. If you start to lose that feeling, take a break. Reset your posture, lengthen your neck. I love when I breathe really hard during an exercise and I just see a huge dust ball whisk across my floor. That's cool. Got another 8 seconds here. Play around with those different varieties, y'all. Hips up or hips down in 3, 2, 1. Heck yeah. Here we go. We're gonna get right into that other side. Do a quick check. We want your heels, your butt, and your shoulder in a line, like you're backed up against a wall. Everything right in line with each other. Knees are jutting out forward. 3, 2, 1, 60 seconds. Here we go. So if you put your hand on your butt, you're gonna feel those muscles that are working, right? Those muscles that help us abduct that leg. They're right on the sides of your booty, and your glute max is also working here. We want to prevent ourselves from rolling backwards. So really picture that your back and your heels are up against the wall. You can't roll backwards. Everything has to stay stacked. When you're ready, you can also play with that hip raise into the abduction. We pop both hips off the ground, but our bottom shin stays on the ground. We're driving those knees apart. Oh, holy moly. You got another 8 seconds, team. And 3, and 2, and 1. And that is your recovery. Friends, if you've got a mini band on, we are gonna rip that baby off. We're done with the mini band, but we're only halfway through our work. Isn't that fun? Oy. Okay. So next up, we're going from a curtsy lunge into an oblique crunch. So we're gonna stand feet shoulder width apart. Choose whichever leg you want to start with. We're gonna drop that leg backwards and diagonal into a curtsy lunge. And then as we stand up, we're gonna crunch knee and elbow together. So curtsy lunge back, drive the knee and elbow together. We got a full 60 seconds on this thigh. Here we go. We drop back, and then we pull and squeeze. You're certainly welcome to do this with a dumbbell. If you can take one in a single arm, as you stand up, that standing leg we are squeezing into, right? The leg that's not moving is the one that I want doing tons of work to get up. Squeeze, get tall. Woo. Yes, yes, yes. Feel that crunch as if you're resisting. Your elbow and your knee don't want to touch, but you're forcing them to do it. Nice work. Beautiful, Kim. This is a good time to flex that bicep too. What's up? You got another 12 seconds. Ugh. Let me see it. Let me see that flex. There it is. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Holy cow. I felt that. What's up, Josh? What's up, barbecue? All right. Shake it out. Here we go. Arm up. Curtsy on the other side. We drop and we drive. There are some awesome studies that I've been looking at since I've been trying to figure out how to work out without all my fun, favorite gym equipment. So I've been reading all these studies about the mind-muscle connection and how thinking about the squeeze, visualizing the movement in the hardest possible way you can, visualizing that you're lifting a barbell that has 300 pounds on it as you do a floor bridge with no weight. There is an added benefit. There's a total neurological connection between how much you're visualizing and mentally getting involved and how your muscles are responding. So get present with this movement. I got another 10 seconds. Yes, Veronica. So good. Let me see that flex, Jill. 3, 2, 1, and that's your recovery. Whew. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, we're gonna drop it onto a forearm plank here. Onto a forearm plank, and we're gonna make a rainbow with our hips. So we're on our elbows, and our hips are gonna go like we're tracing the shape of a beach ball from side to side. If that doesn't feel good on your lower back, you just hold that forearm plank, all right? We're down on elbows, feet together. We're gonna pull the hips up and over to one side, up and over to one side. Control here. I'm gonna get on my mat because that's a lot for hardwood, you know? Oh yes. As your hips get closer to the side, gravity is gonna wanna drag them down, but I want you to use your muscles to get it to slowly. That right side goes slow, that left side goes slow. There are those obliques. They're so happy after those beautiful curtsy lunges. You've got another 8 seconds here, team. And recover. Oh, shake it out. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to take that all from the top. All right. So sometimes the curtsy lunges can feel a little awkward. We still have another 10 seconds to recover. If you want to practice that curtsy lunge, think about going straight back into a reverse lunge, and then you're just going to shoot this foot over about 6 or 8 inches. And just practice this motion, and then practice this step together. I know going diagonal can feel a little weird when you're kind of first getting accustomed to it. All right, team. So we're going to drag that arm overhead. We're going to drop back into your curtsy, and we step together, drive the elbow and knee together. Here we go. Now you can take this at any tempo that feels good. I want you to maximize your squeeze, but if you feel like you want to pick it up a little bit and go a little faster, hey, I'm not here to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, yes. Like you are ripping something out of the sky towards your knee. Give me that big flex. Woo! Right when I said that, the construction in my apartment, the drill started to go. And I thought that I had really ripped something out of the sky for a second, like a crazy superhero vibe. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Oh yes, what's up, Brandon? Good morning indeed. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, square up those hips, drop those shoulders, raise your arm like a champion. Here we go, step it back, pull it together. Love it. Love it. Speed is not important. It's an invitation to go faster, but so much more important is that you feel this in all the right places. That might mean that you go super slow motion. Keep your chest wide, keep your shoulders down. As I start to get tired, my traps start to fire up and I end up like this. But this is not my athletic position. Long, long, long. Yes. So good, Kim. You guys look so strong. And 4, and 3, and 2, and shake it out. Okay. Okay. Sweating this morning, huh? Just like every other morning. Gonna take with forearms to the ground. We go hip drop, side to side. Trace me a beach ball. In 3, in 2, in 1, and here we go. Hips drop to one side, pull them up, drop to the other side. Slow motion. It's super tempting to stare at your abs when you do this movement. Make sure they're working, but we don't want to crane our neck like that. Let's look towards our fingers, just past our fingers. The abs have got this under control. They don't need any watching. Oh yes, team, last 20 seconds. I invite you to slow it down and soak up even more beautiful work here. Woo. Get it, get it, get it. 4, 3, 2, and recover. Okay. Y'all, crushing this work. This is your 30-second recovery. Such good stuff. Okay. While you're recovering, I'm gonna show our next movement. So I'm gonna do this with a water bottle because I'm a visual person and this helps me. We're gonna stand on one leg, all right? I'm gonna stand on one leg. We're gonna drop your hips back and I'm gonna put my water bottle down on the ground and I'm gonna try and stand back up. And then I'm gonna take it back down and pick it back up. So you can see this is challenging for your balance, right? We're essentially practicing a single leg squat. We're dropping that down to the ground, standing up. Picking it up, standing up. Dropping your hips, standing up. We're gonna do that for 60 seconds. So the water bottle lets me know, like, I only need to come kind of 18 inches off the ground. You don't necessarily have to put anything on the ground, you can just kind of visualize. We're gonna practice that for a full 60 seconds. I fully expect that you will wobble and perhaps lose your footing, and that's okay, all right? So get up onto one leg. If you want that beautiful visual cue, grab your water bottle, go on my left leg, water bottle in my left hand. I'm gonna drop, put the water bottle on the ground, stand up. And now, single leg squat, pick it back up. We're just practicing being on one leg. So without the bottle, this is what it looks like. Little dip, stand back up. Little dip, stand back up. We're just practicing on one leg. If you need more support, keep the toe of your right foot on the ground. But most of your weight in that left leg. You got another 10 seconds, team. It's okay to take breaks. We're going all the way up. Stand tall at the top of each rep. Woo. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. How's that feel? Does that make sense? Are you okay? Okay, cool. Let's get on that right leg. If you're using the water bottle's in your right hand. Let's practice. We hinge, we stand all the way up. Hinge the hips back flat, stand all the way up. This is an exercise courtesy of my physical therapist, Mr. Isaac Yoon. This is one of my rehab exercises that is such a killer that I have learned to not hate anymore, even though I totally hated this when we first started doing it. If you are a runner, you have to be good at this, right? This is exactly what it's like every single step. You drop onto one foot, you drive your body forward. It is a single leg exercise. You have to feel stable on these single legs. You have another 10 seconds here. Squeeze the glutes every time. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Hey, excellent. You're gonna bring it onto your hands, everybody. So we're onto a mountain climber position on your hands. Alternating legs, we're gonna pull one knee in, up, drop the knee, step together. Knee comes in, squeeze the abs up, drop the knee, step together. All right, so it's a really slow motion mountain climber with a little extra lift in the middle. 60 seconds in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Knee in, pull the quad into the abs, level it back out, step together. Knee in, squeeze up, level it out, step together. We're doing a little arch of the back as you pull that navel into your spine and pull your quad towards your ribcage. Top of the thigh squeezes up to the ribcage on that pulse. Yes, lengthen the neck. Take a break anytime you need it. We have another 18 seconds here. Oh, love that hollowing out feeling. Making the body super hollow. 8 more seconds. This is your last round. Let's go. And together. Rest. Wow. This is crushing me. How are you guys doing? Y'all look fine. Like you barely broken a sweat. I think I'm feeling this. All right, here we go. So if you want that water bottle assist, you can grab it. We're gonna get back to your single leg work. Stand on your left leg. If you have a water bottle, it's in your left hand. We're picking it up in 3, 2, 1. Give me that tiny, miniature single leg squat to stand. So as you want to progress this movement, if you want to make this more challenging, instead of going straight forward, as you take your water bottle to the ground, you're going to practice taking it over to the side, right? That gets way harder for your balance. You're going to have to stabilize more. For now, I just want you practicing on going down and standing up. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze your glute every time you get them up. Oh, yes. This totally informs which of your legs might be a little bit stronger than the other one. For me, we're on my good leg now. And 3, 2, 1, shake it all out. Ha. Awesome job. Roll your shoulders back. If you're feeling this in your lower back, it just means that we need to engage your glutes a little more. Squeeze your butt as hard as you can. Stand up tall. All right, we're on our right leg in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. From time to time, you can glance down at your knee and make sure your knee isn't coming inside of the toe of your sneaker. All of that stuff that we're doing with your mini band, keep your knees tracking. Still practicing it here. Yes, yes. If you think about sprinting, we lift our knees and we drive into that next step. We're practicing that power force right here. You're on one leg, you're driving up. Your back spot, your abs are engaged. Almost there. Give me one more that you feel really proud of. One more. This is your last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and shake it out. Awesome work, y'all. All right, we're heading back to your slow mountain climb. Hands on the ground, pull. When you pull that leg up, we're gonna hollow the body out. Think about tucking everything in, pulling your ribcage together. Here we go, alternating sides. Leg comes in, we draw it up, we level it out, we step it together. Good. Nice job. Make sure, take a quick glance at your wrists. We want those wrists right under your shoulders. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Team, 10 seconds. You can do this. We fought hard to get here. Let's go. That's right, that's right. Last 4, 3, 2, rest. Oh, my friends, we have one more set. And then we are done. So good. We're going to mostly focus on core. We're doing 2 core movements and then 1 final set of drop squats. Excuse my sniffling. All right. So we're heading back to obliques here. You're going to come down onto one side. Each side gets its own 60 seconds. Isn't that fun? You can decide if you want to be up on your elbow or down with your head resting on the ground here. What I want is for you to tuck your knees in towards your chest. Your hand reaches towards your shoes. So you're going to kind of roll yourself onto the soft part of your booty, side of the hip. We're reaching tall and then crunching in on that side. If you want to come all the way down here, you can also have your shoulder resting on the ground if that's more comfortable. All right, we go 60 seconds, get yourself set up. We're on one side. Roll slightly back so that you're on the soft side of your butt. And here we go. So, your legs are quite a bit heavier than your arms, right? So the tough part here is controlling with your abs how quickly and at what speed and what tempo and what length your legs come in and out. Your abs are having to pull the heavy weight of your sneakers and your strong calves and your strong thighs all the way in. Play around with your setup anytime, right? You might find that you get more engagement in one position over another. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. I'm gonna flip it over to that other side. We set up, take a look down. We want heels and butt and shoulders in a line. And let's crunch obliques in. Your hip and your rib cage are coming closer together like they're trying to kiss each other. Go long, go long, go long, yes. We're looking for a big range of motion here. Beautiful. Don't get too used to the slow motion because we have a little higher energy coming up after this movement. Oh, yes. Can you pinch your hip up towards your rib cage? Woo. Last 8 seconds. One of my favorite movements, almost through in 3, 2, 1, recover. Yes. All right, we're on our feet, finishing out this set. Drop squat jumps. So we start with those feet close together. We're gonna hop wide, drop low, hop together. Hop wide, drop low, hop together. If jumping doesn't feel good, I want you to take that sumo squat into a pulse. So let's get some inner thighs active, all right? If you're drop squatting Let's get those feet together in 3, 2, 1. We're practicing soft landing. Good, good. All of the form we've been doing with those mini bands we use right now. That's right, Kim. Almost there, almost there. Play with that rhythm. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Oh, last water break, friends. We hit that one more time and you're done. Good stuff, y'all. I haven't done any strength training all week. This feels really good and shocking to my body. All right, let's lay down. Now, if you want to make this a little more challenging, instead of folding the knees in, you can keep the legs long and lift both up. You're gonna get a little bit more engagement on the top side of those obliques. Your choice, oblique crunches in 3, 2, 1, here we go. You either crunch knees in, or you lift those legs up. Turn your palm up facing the ceiling so that we're not putting a ton of weight into the ground. Oh yes, it's on the control of those legs where we find that struggle that gets us strong. It's on not letting the legs drop to the ground, flop down. You're allowed to make weird sounds when you work out. You're allowed to make strong faces. We are ripping your muscle fibers on purpose. This is very serious work. We go 4, 3, 2, rest. Amazing. So good, so good. Reset however you need to. Flip that other side. All right, long body in 3, 2, 1. You choose whatever version feels like it's getting you the work that you want. Oh, yes. You're welcome here to experiment with those legs coming up. I always pretend with this arm that I'm always pushing it through water, where there's a lever that I have to actively push down. It's gonna feel like those lats get a little more engagement. If you visualize as your arm comes down, that you are really shoving something closer to the ground. Yes, let's get that heavy breathing, that's right. Looking good, keep it up, kid. You got it. 3, 2, 1. On our feet, my friends, this is our final movement, let's go. Oy. All right, last chance. Feet together, drop squats. For my non-jumpers, we go sumo pulse. 3, 2, 1, let's hit it. Good, landing onto that whole foot as you drop into that squat. Try not to flare your back out, keep your abs in. Chin parallel to the ground, eyes forward. Oh yes, I want you to shove that ground away. Get it out of your way, push down. So good, Veronica, that's it. That's right, Jillian, we're almost there, babe. We're almost there, Sonia. We're almost there, Sophia, lap 10. Push, push. 3, 2, 1, and recover. Whew. That's some good work. All right, we're gonna stretch, but for the next 5 seconds, I just want you to take water, get your breath down, relax a little bit. All right. Oh, that was a good one. Y'all can tag me tomorrow when you go to get out of bed and it feels like somebody kicked you in the butt a bunch of times. All right, we're gonna take our feet wide. And I want to hinge hips into one side. If you want to rest on that thigh, you can. Let's lengthen our inner thigh here. Take really deep breaths. So inhale deeply, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more here. Good, switch sides. Oh. Check where that knee's tracking over your toes. Relax your shoulders away. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Let's take it to the floor. We're gonna sit down and take one ankle onto the opposite thigh into that figure four stretch here. If it feels like you want more stretch, you're just gonna use your hands to walk your chest closer to your thigh. Keep your heart lifted. Such a good way to start a day, guys. Thank you. Switch sides. Get up on those sit bones. Find that engagement, lift your heart, and now pull your body closer together. Beautiful. Let's get into a runner's lunge. We're going to do one on each side. So whichever foot you want to start with, we're going to take foot forward, hands on either side of the foot. Just think about softly letting your hips get a little bit closer to the ground. Good. Let's switch legs. Opposite foot comes through. Reposition yourself however you need to. Think about softening those hips until they just drift a little closer to the floor. Good. Step back into a plank. And now we're going to walk our hands all the way back to our feet. And you're in a forward fold for a second. You can grab your elbows. We're just going to drift side to side as we stay in this forward fold. Good. Starly, roll your body all the way up. Get as big as you can. Take a big breath in. Drive those arms overhead. And now pull your hands in front of your heart. You're all done. Guys, crushed that. That was tough. Thank you so much. Awesome job, y'all.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Julie. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Good work. I'll see you soon. I'll be back on. I'm going to teach Monday at 9 as my little last class. So if you can come, I'll see you then.
We'll be there. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.